So let's a quick recap of previous classes which we have done along with Ansar and Rohit, because Josna has joined from today. So let's 10-15 minutes we can spare some time to understand the basics. Okay, and then we can further go to our next topic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, Josna, can you please let me know? Can you please tell me that in SAP, how much you have knowledge, or do you know anything else regarding this landscape of SAP, or any architectural, setup, anything you have knowledge on this, so that I can not go in details.
I don't have any knowledge on this, Sarfaraz. I have a zero knowledge on the SAP.
Zero knowledge. Great, great. Just I wanted to know that only. So that's great. So first of all, let me tell you. I think I forgot to tell you, guys, previous class. Don't ever tell SAP. First of all, this is the most important thing. Don't tell as a SAP consultant. If you tell somewhere SAP, I know SAP, then they will feel very bad, because SAP, SAP is a German product, and in German language, in German, SAP means pig. Okay, so they will feel very bad, and it's your impression will not be good if in any organization. So you have to tell SAP. Okay, though you will listen SAP from most of the end user or business, they will definitely say SAP, but you try to improve them that this is not SAP, this is SAP. Okay, so I will be giving you integrated business conceptual. So first of all, let me tell you the concepts about the business. I think, yeah, I already have covered in different Excel sheet, but I have prepared this freshly so that I can go through step by step. So let me tell you this. First of all, uh, mm, uh, uh, I have tell 1 second. Okay, so uh, any work is starting, the basic thing is for buying and something, buy and selling something. Okay, so the business starts uh, from very origin, like from buyer and seller. If you require anything, if your business is requiring anything, and outside customer or vendor requires anything, then the business starts from there, right? So suppose customer, you are running on business, a business, any kind of business. You can think like you have some cafe, or you have some running with any coffee shop, or Pizza Hut, or any business you are running with. So you are selling something. You are getting order, right? So once you get order, what you do? You have to supply that order. You have to fulfill your customer requirement. So in order to fulfill the customer requirement, what you do? You will prepare that particular product which you are running the business with, and you will prepare and then deliver, right? This is the very simple thing. If you go anywhere, any shop, you see that you are giving order, you are receiving the order, right? But if you go in details, like in order to fulfill one sales order, one order, what you have to do, if you have that particular finished goods, right? So definitely you will do the billing, you will deliver the goods and do the billing to the customer, right? But the thing is, think a scenario where you don't have that material. What you do, you have to produce that goods, right? So you know here I have written one scenario in any organization. You have a make to order scenario, make to stock scenario. This is very origin. What make to order scenario? What is make to stock scenario? Suppose you are running a business which is where you can, make any goods, any produce any goods in advance and store in store or storage location means store. You keep in that stock in shop or in storage location in advance, and once you get the order from customer, you will supply that, you will fulfill that requirement by delivering that particular goods to particular customer. Okay, but make to order, in most of the business, in organization or product based company manufacturing organization, what you have to do, this is the preferable business in any organization. Once you, because once you get the order, okay, everything is arranged, or your procurement department is there, your production department is there, your sales department is there, quality management is there, plant and maintenance people are there, everything is set up in the organization. Okay, in each and every organization, these departments, these high level departments will be available, okay, to carry out any business, any production activity, and supply the the goods to the customer. So what do you do? Once you get the order, then you will have to start the production, right? So this is the preferable business scenario which most of the business prefer to run with. Why? Because the cash flow will not be available in advance, not be involved in advance. Okay, once you get the order from the customer, then you will be in position to start the production. This is a make to order scenario. Okay, in that case, once you get the order, you have, it's a pretty much sure that you receive the order, and then for that, in order to fulfill that order, sales order, you have to make the investment, right? So accordingly, you will in advance you will have, your company would have budgets in advance, right? They might have planned for 1 year, the budgets, right? So they can further, they can, in order to fulfill that requirement, they can take the budget from there, and they can start the business, they can start the manufacturing activity to fulfill customer needs, right? So this is a very much this scenario, make to order scenario, is very much preferable by any sort of business, right? Whether these are whether the business is related to you know uh, mm, FMCG goods, or oil and gas industry, or automobile industries, so on and so forth. So what they do, I have told, like, once they have in the business, once they have any the finished goods available in make to order scenario, they will make the delivery and bill to the customer, right? So that there itself the scenario ends, and by seller will get the money from the buyer in on due date, right? Because every business runs on credit, right? Most of the business runs on credit, right? So I have uh, given this scenario, like, in if FG material is available in store. Okay, if yes, then PGI, and PGI means post goods issue. These all are the SAP terminology. I will be telling you in details when we start uh, doing the configuration, and doing the scenario posting, and all module was posting. Okay, so what happens? PGI means delivery happens, and customer billing will be done. Okay, and once a PGI will happen and customer billing will will be done, this everything is called order to cash scenario in SAP, right? This is nothing but I'm just I have given this, on heading integrated business conceptual SAP. So whatever terminology I'm using over here, that is related to SAP. There is nothing that you feel that this is out of SAP. This will be included the SAP only. Right? So order to cash scenario O2C short form. It calls O2C cycle. Okay. So O2C cycle means order to cash scenario is nothing but you are getting one order and fulfilling the requirement to the customer. These all are the scenario step cycle of order to cash. Okay. So in order to cash, like once you receive the you just imagine that you are running a business. Oh, definitely you will be receiving order. You are in the position to receive the order from the customer, right? So before receiving the customer, what you receive first, you receive from customer, you might receive quotation. Just think that before in any business, before purchasing of anything, you have to uh, you know send the quotation to different vendor, right, to purchase something, right? So in the position of supply, you are the supplier. So you receive the customer for you receive the quotation from the customer, right? And that customer will send the same quotation to many their related vendor, right? Which they know, right? So different vendor, they will send the quotation. Quotation is nothing but for that particular quantity, that particular product, what is the price, what is the quantity, what is the quality of the goods, what is the terms of payment, many parameters, many conditions are there in quotations. Okay. So we send the quotation to the customer that whatever you have required, we are sending back, giving all the answer, like, right? Suppose you require any raw material, any kind of raw material. So we our price is this, and we have this quality. We can provide the guarantee of the goods, and this is the terms of payment that we can provide. So we will send accordingly. They will you know based on that quotation, if you receive that order, right? If you receive that order, they will send, buyer will send the order, sales order, that is the purchase order of buyer, and that purchase order of buyer is called sales order of customer. So that is for sale, that is sales order for you, because you are going to supply, right? This is order, means sales order, you are going to sell. Okay. So that quotation will be converted on into uh, you know uh, sales order. That is called order fulfillment. You receive sales order from buyer, right? And then once you receive the sales order, what you do, you on that particular due date, in sales order, the due date will be written, and then on that particular due date means delivery date. Due date means delivery date. So on the delivery date, you are going to supply the goods. That is called PGI, post goods issue. Post goods issue in the SAP. Okay. So post goods issue in SAP, right? So once you deliver the goods in the system, then in SAP only it will be, we are going to invoice to the customer, right? Based on delivery document. So in each and every mm, mm, process, or you can say each and every transaction, you will have a document number, and based on that document number, delivery document will be created, and based on that, the particular delivery document invoice will be created. And once invoice will be created, then you know AR will be generated, accounts receivable will hit, right, come into picture, right? Means your customer, when your customer will be liable to pay the money on the due date, right? So on the due date, you will be able to receive the payment, and whatever the mm, documents or reports related to AR, will see in the reports. Okay, all the transactions. So this is the order to cash, right? So order to cash is coming from here, sales order, and if FG is available in the store, means you are able to supply the goods, then and there you can follow these steps. If suppose if FG store FG material, finished goods material is not there. Finished goods material is nothing but I am telling, like, the product which you are going to supply, right? So in short, I'm writing, I have written FG material, right? So if it is not available, then what you have to do, you are going to produce. Okay. So once you are going to produce any material, any FG goods, that scenario will go into production planning. That scenario comes in the production planning. PP scenario, PP module. This is O2C module, right? In SD, this is SD module, O2C, SD module in sales and distribution, and this is accounting, uh, accounting documents or accounting process of SD is O2C cycle, right? And here planning, production planning. What happens, you know the process is that if material is not available, then what MRP, material requirement planning will be run, right? I'll tell you in the details what is MRP planning, why it runs. So in system there is a functionality MRP planning. MRP is nothing but one, you can say, it is a cockpit is given by SAP for the production planning. Whatever the production is going to take place in your organization on a particular date, that you know that system is going to make a plan itself inside of the system, automatically plan, right? So system will identify that you have order 1000 pieces of any material, any FG goods. So what system will, once MRP plan runs, what system identify, system automatically checks what are the raw material which is involved, what is the raw material which is going to use in order to produce one FG. So how many raw materials are available in store? If it is available, then okay, system will go in and and approve for a next line of process. But if it is not available, some raw material is not available, then system is going to make the plan automatically, and it will create PR, purchase requisition, automatically into the system. If any raw material, here I have written, if any raw material is short in store to manufacture the FG product, then auto PR is generated to procure, to procurement team to procure that particular raw material. Means what? uh, Requirement will be generated, raw material requirement will be generated automatically by the system, and that will go to the procurement team automatically. So what is the job of procurement team? In every day, they might have made the plan, then a particular time they have to run the, a report, a particular report that will show how many PRs, auto PR has been generated. Okay, so based on that, they will make a, procurement plan of that particular raw material. Okay, and then here, once the PR is generated, from here P2P cycle starts. Once PR is
What
generated,
is PR, Sarfaraz?
yeah,
What is PR?
purchase requisition. So purchase requisition of raw material. So purchase requisition is nothing but it's a information, like, like here the quotation, whatever the information you got from your supply, customer, right? So same thing, PR means it is a list of raw material that it is not there in your store, and that raw material you have to purchase from outside and make available in the store so that we can carry out our production planning, production for that FG material. Got it?
Yes.
Are you able to understand the PR now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm putting a call. I'm sorry, I got a call. So, okay, fine. So, purchase requisition is nothing but it's a detailed information like how many quantity of a particular raw material or how many kgs of particular raw material is needed uh, in order to make the production of FG material. Okay, and that requirement is with the P2, procurement team. SD team is different, procurement team is different. Like PP team is they are only involved in the production. Okay, they don't do anything related to production or selling or procurement or sale of the goods. They only whatever the requirement, whatever the production requirement it is coming to production team, they will only produce that particular goods based on sales order. Suppose they have received the order that they need 1000 quantity of that particular FG material, so they are going to produce that 1000 of goods of that FG. In order to produce that 1000 of FG, they need uh, uh, they need raw materials. What are the raw materials is involved in one FG? That is called BOM, bill of material. This is bill of material. I'll be giving you all the details or all the full form because here it's not working. I'm using my old laptop, so I'm not able to write anything here. So bill of material. Okay. So what is the bill of material? I have given the example of one biryani. I have that day previously I have given example that suppose you are running with one biryani shop, best biryani shop in Hyderabad or anywhere else. So you are receiving that 1000 kg of biryani from any customer. So whatever the recipe is is you have made or you is it's involved, that is called biryani. That is a recipe of biryani is called BOM, bill of material. So suppose it's involved raw material involved chicken, rice, curd, spices, oil, ghee, etc. In order to make the biryani, the processing, processes, any processing will be involved in that. That is called routing in SAP. This is called BOM in SAP, and this is called routing SAP. Routing is nothing but water. you know uh, what are the process cost is involved. Okay, like labor cost. Okay, labor cost or machine cost or depreciation. Okay, so what do you call, mm, uh, fuel charges. This everything will come under the processing. Right, yeah, in order to make the biryani, so gas is used. Okay, so 10 kg, in order to prepare the 10 kg, what is the how much kg or how much liter gas will be used. Everything will be calculated. This is called the routing actually, right? So this comes under this all bomb routing, work center, you know, preparing the cost center and assigning the work center. Everything I'll be telling, and that is the part of product costing. Here it will come here. You can see it's a part of product costing. It is called product costing, and this process is called production planning. What production planning happens? Once the material comes, whatever the requirement, production guy, they will be waiting the raw material from the procurement team day by day, every day. If uh, the requirement, production requirement will have some date, delivery date. Suppose delivery date is in 5 days and 4 days is crossed, 3 days is crossed, they will be chasing regularly. They will be chasing to product procurement team, where is my raw material? Give me my raw material of that order, XYZ order, that we have to start production. Okay, once they receive the goods from the procurement department to production department or a store, actually production department, top of the production department there is a store. So once they receive the goods will automatically will save into the warehouse. That is called a storage location. Everything I'll be telling you, don't worry. So that is called storage location. From a storage location, they will, once they start production. Okay, so that material will automatically be used from warehouse, that particular raw material warehouse, uh, store. So what they do, this is the production cycle actually. Okay, so in procurement, likewise in a production, in a procurement cycle, same in the production cycle. What will happen in production cycle? Convert plant order to production order. Plan order. What plan order is nothing but when the requirement has been generated, that has been generated in the form of planned order. And once they receive the goods, what they have to do, they have to run this process. They will be in the position of running the planned order to production order. Okay, this is a step actually. Once they receive the production, that planned order is converted in the production order, then they will release the production order. Okay, because as soon as plan order is converted into the production order, that particular production order will go to the some head of production to release that production order. He will check the production order because every work is attached with a workflow. Okay, that will be, you can say that will be approved by head of that particular department. So HOD of that production department, he'll uh, release the production order, and then as soon as he release the production order, the production, you know and then the goods will be issued from the warehouse to the production department in this stage. And as soon as the goods is issued, then production happens, and production will be confirmed on that. Once production happens, then production will be confirmed. Confirm means, I here in this step, actual cost of the production will take place. Actual cost, whatever they have produced, including the cost plus wastage. Some wastage will to produce anything, you'll have some wastage, right? So during the confirmation, wastage cost will be calculated, and the real, you can say, accounting entry will take place, or it will hit your all accounting, all finance from this place. Confirmation, during confirmation, right? After confirmation, then you have to transfer that FG. Means confirmation means what? In this stage your FG has been, finished goods has been created, and from here then what you do, you will transfer that goods to the production store. Like here you have one storage location where FG is transferred from procurement department. Here also you will have one more store. From there you have to production people has to transfer the goods, finished goods, to the finished store location. Okay, that will be there in only one plant. So in one plant, like you will have storage location. You will have many storage location, like finished storage location, raw material storage location. Okay, and in some case some mm, you know wastage storage location, where you all kinds of scrap will be there in one store, right? So it depends, like how what is the nature of your business. So accordingly, storage will be created. Okay,
So,
and then
Sarfaraz,
yeah.
so if the material is available in the store,
Hmm.
will the goods will be collected from this storage location where the finished goods will be sent?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the first step where you said FG material is available in store, is
Mm-hmm.
that from here where you are?
From here, from here,
Okay.
from here. Okay, if it's FG is available, means if it is available in a store, in this store, FG store. Okay, they will transfer. Production people will transfer here only, where FG is already there. If it is not there, then they can start the production and transfer here. Okay, and during the transfer, if month end, like crossing from one month to, it's crossing from one month to another month, so WIP will be calculated here only. This is the total production cycle. We are not going to learn the production, because this is the different module. This is a very vast module. This is a different module, and is a different module, SD is a different module. Okay, and order to cash will be we have to know the order to cash, procure P2P cycle. Okay, and all FICO, right? These order to cash P2P cycle will come into the FI only. Okay, and then accordingly variance will be calculated and settlement runs. This is a totally hardcore of production cycle. So we come here, we will come here, then and accordingly, yeah, like the FG will receive in the FG store. So what happens, sales order, whatever the sales order has been is saved as a delivery date is saved in the sales order. Based on the based on that delivery date, on that particular date they will make the uh, delivery, they will do the PGI, means outbound delivery, and then invoice will be generated, and then payment, this cycle will come into picture, right? So as of now, till here, this cycle, are you in a position to understand?
Yes.
Okay, now without wasting any time, let's go, and we have to teach, we have to go through only for FICO. Okay, so this is our area where we are going to learn FI, AR, AP, GL, and FSB is nothing but statement, financial statement, P&L and L and balance sheet on all, cash flow and all, right? And in CO part, we have to see in product costing. product costing. See, CO part itself is a very vast area because CO is mirror of all module, right? This is called totally from the standpoint of CFO, right? So what you understand about the CO? Can you please tell me what is controlling and what we prepare here and what companies try to understand and solve their problem using the CO module. FI, you know that. You as a FI consultant or a FI financial or accounting, you are just learning, so you know that what is FI and what is ARA, PIN, GL, FSB, right? But what is CO and what why company is more focused on the CO and why it is called the mirror of all module? Can you please tell me a little bit so that I can be able to understand that how much your understanding on the CO part? Anyone?
This FI is majorly like only end user will work in this, like only entry, data entry type work. Okay,
Okay.
hello.
Yeah, yeah.
And CO is a controlling part, like basis on the requirement of business or basis on the requirement of end user. They can make some correction or make some changes they can make in the system.
What sort of changes? What kind of means?
Like they require something cost center, additional plant is coming in the system. So they can
Mhm,
controlling CO people will do some adjustment in this.
mhm.
So
Okay.
controlling people will do some changes in the system, but end user FI people cannot do any changes.
Okay. Ansar, Ansar, are you there? Ansar, are you there? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
नहीं है शायद वो.
Ansar, you're not on the call. Ansar is on call, I think. Can you just type me, Ansar, if you're able to hear me or not? I think you're able. Okay, okay. So anything about CEO, Ansar? Anything, whatever you understand, whatever you know, you give your viewpoint so that.
No, I'm just revising all the things what you have.
Okay. Josna, anything, please, so that I'll teach in detail what is the CO.
No, Sarfaraz, I don't know.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So, see, uh, you know, each and every company. Okay, what is the purpose of any organization? The purpose of any organization to, make a profit. This is the very basic requirement. Okay, a person is doing their job only to earn money and a company is doing their business only in order to earn some profit, right? He will how he'll earn profit. The basic thing is he's producing some goods, he's selling that goods to the in the market and he's making the profit out of it, right? Is it, isn't it correct, huh? Right. so
Yes.
so the basic thing is to earn profit. So why CFO is there? Why there is a you might have heard the very critical and very prestigious job position in any organization from finance side is CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Why what is the work of him? What is the work of CFO? He is there only to you know carefully watch of his product, is only to control his product. He's in the position, he will do anything, you know, to understand each and every aspects of his product, how his product is working, what is the cost of his each product, means finished goods product, and in order to produce that product, and what is the, you know, uh, the rate of the product in market, means what is his competitor in the market, how much they are selling these goods, okay, in the market, and why I we are selling this of on this of price in the market. Okay, so he is there to control the product of his, you know, whatever the goods he is producing. So he is there only to control the cost of that production or product, right? So in order to control the cost, and from the maximum, you can say, uh, mm, from the maximum resource, or from the, minimum, in the minimum cost, he'll be there, he tries to produce that product. How? And how their product is, you know uh, standing in the market, what is the problem that their product is facing, why he is not able to sell that product in a particular segment is nothing but in business, in particular location, why it is working, why there is a much demand in particular location, why the same product, is not being sold in some other location, right? He is there to increase, he will think, he will work upon, so that to increase the demand, and that order in the market, right? So how, what is the parameter that he will understand, how he'll see, he will ask many reports, okay, many reports from the, you know mm, fi people, right? There is one department is called controlling department. So controlling department is there to report, okay, make the all every each and every report related to the production, related to the sales, related to the purchase, and related to the, you know profitability of that report, and submit to the CFO to understand. CFO will read it, and then he will be able to understand, and then he will make his decision that why his products is not performing well in the market, and he will make some strategy, make some plan, and set up a meeting with their internal team that we are lacking behind with some, uh, you know there is some problem in the production area, might be they are not producing the that particular goods in a, in a good quality, or maybe due to some procurement team, they are not purchasing that good quality of raw material. That's what it is, production team is not able to produce the good quality of finished goods. So he can, based on the report, it will, in that report it will clearly mention that which department is responsible. Okay, so he will work on that department, and he'll try to improve there, and he accordingly he can increase his selling capacity in the market, right? So these all are, the topic which we need to cover in CO, and like profitability analysis. I rightly said, uh, from the product costing, what are the cost of the product, right? Here, the product is being procured, and it is transferring to the store. So during the production cycle, whatever the step is involved, see, he will watch each and every steps, each and every, processes, okay, and each and every processes cost is involved. So there is a cycle product costing where BOM, bill of material, how many things are being used in order to produce biryani. Okay, and how many kgs are chicken, like for 10 kg of biryani, how many kgs chicken, how many kg rice, curd, how much, spices, how much. Then he can understand that why you are not able to deliver the biryani, tasty biryani in the market. Okay, and why the thing is coming as a costly. That's why we are not able to make a profit in this financial fiscal year, right? So he'll try to, he will apply many his strategy, and he will make many plan to control the cost, so that his next financially he will in position to you know make his goods profitable in the market. Right. So these are the topics we are going to cover in CO COPA, like this is called COPA in what do you call in SAP. COPA is nothing but profitability analysis. This is a very drill down report in CO area. This is the report which will tell you each and everything why your product is lacking behind, what is the reason. Okay, in this report, each and every client, it's a client, they will have many dimensional report. He will give many information to be captured in this report. He will tell, like, give me some parameter which can decide this in Hyderabad location. We are running in Hyderabad city, we are running our business in 3 location. So give me that each and every area report, that why this salesman, how much sales happen in during 3 months, during 3 periods, and what are the salesman of that location. Give me how much salesman he earned the commission in 3 months, and he made only this much of item. He was able to sell, he's able to sell only this much of item in that particular area or particular location. Okay, and many things, how much item that he got the return from different location in a particular location. So what is the reason that you know uh, mm, sales return have been made for 2 crores of worth. Why return is coming in particular area, and why return is not coming from different area. So many dimensional, many question from many angle, several angle. I will be teaching you in during COPA class. Uh, you know, uh, mm, Taking the example of characteristics and values. So this is actually parameter characteristics, that area wise characteristics, market segment. What are the different market segment that is involved, that can be affect that can affect to the product, to your product, right? And what is the value field, right? What is the value field is nothing but the price, the price, cost of the product, price of the product, and rebates, commissions, right? And a return of the goods. Many things are there in the valuations, value fields. So with this combination, the characteristics and value is nothing but logic. Through this logic we have to build complete information. Through that, CFO will be in position to understand his business in which is running in a particular area or particular location, or a particular business segment. Okay, and we'll learn the cost center. What is the cost center, where it is costs are captured, what is the cost center, and profit center also I'll teach you a profit center. Okay, and internal order, right? So these all a part of all the concept of SEO,
Are
right?
are you gonna teach FI and CO or just CO, Sarfaraz?
FI and because being a FI consultant, part of CO configuration, because each and every transaction will definitely flow to the CO 100%. It is 100% integrated with CO. That's why a FI consultant should also know the CO. I'm not telling that you should know hardcore of configuration level knowledge of product costing and COPA, but partly like at least org structure and how data is coming, what are the elements, different elements in CO you need to understand, so that you will be in a position to give the solution to your client. If they are asking, give me the cost report, give me in particular area what are the costs have been involved, what are the costs have been incurred in one department. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the totally job of FI. What is internal order? You have to like you are going to procure one capex item. Okay, for capex of your company. So internal item is internal order is nothing but the your budget. You create one internal order, and then the budget will be assigned in internal order, and that internal order will go to your boss or your management to approve for approval. And then once he approves, then it will be created automatically, internal order. Through internal order, AUC, asset under construction, will be created, and through AUC, you are going to settle in month end, and that will be created automatically as a finish uh, uh, capex, capex document and number, right? So this everything is involved. Capex means asset. All the asset topic is also involved in FI. So if you don't understand internal order, okay, so this is the part of CO. You'll say like, I don't know the internal order. Then somebody can ask, then how what you know about assets, fixed assets? What is the process of fixed assets? So definitely you have to understand internal order. Profit center. What is profit center? Right? The revenue part, the profit center will be is there, and you have to understand the profit center. I'll tell you what is profit center and these each and every element once we reach into the CO. Okay. Correct. So I'll share another slide quickly. So after this slide, we'll have a quick break for 5 minutes, and then uh, I'm just trying to today. I'm trying to finish these all slides, and then we'll jump to the SAP, our software. So are you seeing? Are you able to see my screen? Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
So I think I have already gone through this slide with the our previous candidates. Just now, so I'll just quick recap here that the what is actually SAP ERP. I told like it's ERP is total integrated. ERP is nothing but the full form of ERP is enterprise resource planning, right? So enterprise resource planning, we that just in Excel sheet just minutes ago I have shown all the processes in Excel sheet. It involves all departments, like in all module, SDMM, PP, QM, quality management, and then FICO, and so on and so forth. So these all departments, these all modules is called resource of enterprise, right? So resource of enterprise, we are planning, we are just integrating to each other, we are integrating each business here. In this slide you'll be able to understand, right? So we are integrating in SAP ERP. Through SAP ERP we are integrating finance, we are integrating warehouse management, some other software, like any other in your organization, HR is using some other software, right? So that will also be integrated with SAP ERP. Sales and distribution, any other programming or any other branch, you can say, if any other module like QM, PM, everything is there. So in one organization, each and every transaction, each and every processes are integrated in SAP. What is the integration actually? Integrated, I'm using this word integrated. Integrated is nothing but you know whatever procurement is happening, whatever material is being procured from the procurement team, uh, you know before SAP ERP, the finance team will not be in a position to know how much quantity, how much goods, and for what purpose the goods has been procured. Okay, he cannot check. He was not able to check. What he will do, procurement team, he will purchase some goods and then the invoice he will mail to the finance department for payment. But now in SAP, once he do the GR, goods received entry of that of particular purchase order. So at the same time, in the real time, as soon as he save his document in the real time, now finance will be able to check what are the documents have been created in today's date and to which vendor he is going to make payment in particular date. This is integration. Due to integration, that all all modules have been integrated to each other. So his job, procurement department job, is only to make the entry of invoice, make the entry of goods received invoice in the SAP system. Then after that he will do nothing. Now the job is there to, for the finance department to make the payment on a particular date. Okay. Likewise, human resource, HR, like any new joinee is joining your company, and then what HR does, they will make all the information of that particular employee, and he will prepare all uh, you know you know uh, what do you call, uh, you know uh, uh, make the joining formalities of that particular employee, and he will make each and every employee entry in either SAP, or he will use another software. If HR department is using another software, that will be integrated to SAP. That document will automatically flow to SAP. It will be integrated. Warehouse, as I said, like whatever goods is coming and going out, in warehouse there will be like raw material or finished goods warehouse. So all the information, all the inventory information will be available in their warehouse, and that will automatically will come, and in one department, you know he can check, like sales department can check how many materials is available in warehouse. He can check. He's sitting somewhere else. He's not going to ask any his subordinate, that you tell me that this material how much is available in our store. No, he can check. He can check by his own using the SAP one T code, one report. That's what it is called, integrated software. Everybody can check each and every information to others department. This is integration, right? So I have told you, like, what are the things we are going to cover in SAP, in FI, like, why FI is there in SAP, because we have external requirement, right? In order to, showcase or submit our data or our, financial statement to auditors to check the, to auditor will check your company, uh, uh, financial statements, right? This is the legal requirement actually. As per accounting standard, IFSR or US GAAP or INDES, each and every accounting principle. This is the legal requirement that you need to submit your, you know, mm, you have to do audit, and a company has to, uh, you know, mm, uh, go through an audit trial, right? So in audit, auditor will ask all the financial statement, right? Whether it is P&L income, P&L income statement, cash flow or balance sheet. Accordingly, they will, ask, they will go and ask each and every in detail, right? These days our company, my company is doing audit. We are supporting here in my company. Okay, so whatever the question they will ask, we have to provide. Whatever the document they ask, proof they ask, we have to provide. They can ask the questions, why this entry is coming, give me the proof, give me the, for this entry, give me, uh, you know uh, approval of your management, right? So in FI area we have to understand all the legal requirements, right? And in CO we have to go and understand about, all the internal requirement. Internal requirement means, as I rightly said a couple of minutes ago, that from the CFO point of view, and all the internal documents, all the internal reports will be asked, and he will understand. I will, control the cost. So this is only for internal requirements. CEO is only for internal requirements. Auditor will not ask what is going on in your, in detail of your product. No, only we have to, CFO company level. This is a part of, you can say legal, company inside of the company. CEO is a company inside of the company. You can say that only purpose the full, fulfill the requirements of internal control. That's it. And from here we are, any company is able to, make his goods profitable in the market. He can control each and everything there, then he will make the profit. If you do something here, if you prepare the good biryani, and in, low cost and good quality, then definitely the profit will be high, definitely. Then so we are going to see each and every, setup in the SAP later on. So these are the course content that I have shown, that these are the all are the course content will cover in SAP FICO course. And a roadmap, of, history of SAP. I told, like, in early 70s the SAP has been, uh, you know uh, uh, you know uh, created, like, some 7 people of IBM company. They have started research of developing some ERP system, and they, deliver, they have worked upon, and they deliver one software that is called integrated SAP ERP. And in early 70s that SAP has been released, and over the period of time, the release came, in any release, like each and every release, there are many changes. During the changes, they have created and then improved their system, and they realize they need to do the R&D, and then they need to understand the different business requirement of different company, and accordingly they have added the facility, they have added the you know uh, mm, activated the requirements, they have done some changes, code changes, and written some codes of that requirements, and deliver in the next release accordingly. So these each and every R1, like they have a mainframe system, and then 19 over the period of time 1979 they have increased some technology database setup has been changed, and they have put up R2 some faster than R1. Okay, then in 1992 R3 came, like three layer of architecture. One is called application, that is completely graphical user interface. uh, you know uh, they have given three layer of architecture, like in application presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Okay, so what is application layer, the presentation layer? In next slide I'll explain. And over the period of time, they release, and they understand from the different they visit different organization in industry or different industry, and they will ask the they will take the feedback, and during the feedback they got the feedback, they got many requirements that in your SAP give me some some uh, you can say you know facility, or give me some uh, you know uh, mm, uh, customized requirement to this area, SCM area, supply chain management area, give me CRM area, your CRM is very weak, so please work upon this and give the solution. Web integration, you don't have web integration, it's we are running in 2004, but your it is not available in the web, right? So everything comes, all the solution they have given, and this is called in 2004, this version is called my SAP ERP. This is the SAP, you can say, golden era, where ERP, my SAP ERP has started, given all the solutions. Again they again many things have been changed in SCM, CRM, and some other uh, patches, or patches have been updated, integrated, and they this version is called business suite, they have delivered in 2019. And this is in 2015, this era is called S4HANA era, right? SAP totally before this, before S4HANA, SAP was using Oracle database. They are using another others database, right? Database is nothing, whatever the your data is being processed, or all the financial transaction is stored in one place, that is called database. So that database supplier, supplier was Oracle. Now SAP thought, like why we store our data, why we depend all our data, or why we save all our data in different location, different server. Why don't we create our database only? That due to this, our we are in the position to save or safeguard our data very much, right? So they have created their own database and store all the data in their database, that is called HANA database. HANA is nothing but the name of you know high performance analytical appliance. So this is very this their database is server is very fast, the faster than they have created earlier. So very fast. There are many features in HANA database, which I'll be telling you in next slide somewhere else. Because it will require some one class. What is why HANA database? Why HANA? Why HANA, came into picture, and what is the feature that SAP has given here. SAP has completely changed his, you know, standard functionality, or giving his architecture is very fast in HANA database, because his data is running on RAM, totally RAM. His setup is pretty much, faster than each and every release. It is called in-memory database also. Why it is called in-memory database? Because RAM is being used. Previously, all the data is, used to save in, you can say, disk. Disk was very, disk motherboard, you can say, or any disk that was very, slow actually. And they have replaced the RAM actually, and RAM is very fast. Okay, so in nanosecond your data will be read and stored in the database. And you'll be having, company will be in the position of take any data in real time, because any people, any company, or all the information, if you get real time what is going on on a in one department in real time, if you get the information, if CFO will get the information, then he will be able to, you know work upon that, and then he'll be in the position to control the cost, and he will apply his strategy, right? So real time of everything is very, very important in S4 HANA, sorry, in ECC previous version. Data is not real time. Data will be updated, uh, you know you can say 1 day or 2 day later in the reports. Okay, but in HANA database you'll find the real data, real postings. In today's posting, in 1 minute, once you post data, it will go and hit in the table in database, right? So many things are there in, many features are there in S4 HANA. I'll tell later. So this is rightly in previous slide here in R3, right? R3, I told, like, I'll tell you R3. So in R3, real, this is called three-tier, architecture. What is the three-tier architecture? This is very important. This term is only for ECC 6.0. So why I'm telling you, because you will be in position to understand how the data is stored, how the data is processed. So this is, front end is called SAP GUI, which you called, SAP GUI. That is a presentation layer. And what you feed the data into presentation layer, that will go and process in application server. This application server is nothing but, the server where the data is being processed. Whatever the day-to-day transaction is going on, that will process and sit in database. So this is called presentation layer. This is called application layer, where data is, processed, and the final data will sit into the database. Whatever the information you are asking, it will go and fetch the data from here. It will process here and present to your system. Any question as of now?
Sarfaraz, I have a question regarding this
Yeah.
HANA.
Hmm.
Uh, is HANA is you only concerned with FICO, or it is concerned with all the module what we have
All
in
the module,
SAP?
all the module. HANA
That
is, totally, the system architecture is nothing but whole, you can say, um, a building has been changed.
mm-hmm.
Whole building from, ground floor to top floor. All the
Right, right.
interior, of floor, all the interior of, your, what do you call, room, is completely changed. Place is there, Okay, place means
Okay.
SAP, it owns the place, you own the place, but you have changed all the facilities so that means you became rich, can say, right? Yeah,
We can
somebody's
say
asking.
that HANA is a kind of no, someone is calling to me. I'm asking that
Yes,
HANA. We can say that HANA is a building, and all the module is like a flat or like a room.
yes, yes, and all the facility has been given, like in a building, the lift facility has been given, right? In each and you got many security guards there, and RO facilities are there, so many things have been
HANA
given in
promotion is all
SAP
modules.
HANA. Yeah, yeah, and that in detail, whatever I am giving the example, taking the example of building, that in details I will tell in next class somewhere in between of at least for half an hour. What is the difference between? I will not tell the difference between ECC and S4HANA, because nobody will ask a difference because you did not work. You was a fresher of SAP. So directly I'll tell the HANA, the features of HANA, right? And during that I can differentiate also, with ECC, right? So as I said, architectural change and uh, you know configuration change and table level change, entry change, okay, and customization have been changed, means I'm talking about whole structure and inside of few structure, inside of that software, SAP, there is many changes in module also. There's like in asset, I'll tell you, there's 80, 70, 75 to 80% changes in SAP asset accounting. Due to that, it is called new asset accounting. Because why? Because any company is working on concept of parallel valuation. What is parallel? I explained, like parallel means your one company is your one company's headquarter is in US, and another company is in India, and a different company in Germany, third company is in Germany. How the business runs? So each and every location, each and every country, there are different taxation procedure. They have a different they are uh, you know their business, I mean, legal requirement is different. They are running in a different principle, accounting principle. IFRS, the requirement of IFRS is different from the US GAAP, right? Indian GAAP is the requirement of Indian GAAP is different. Acquiring one asset, the valuation of one asset, or you can say the life of one asset is different in India than US. Right? Accordingly, the depreciation method is different in US and different is in India and Germany. So how the data will be posted, so that you know in India you got one machinery, right? You are going to make the entry of one machine, and you are making an entry, and how the valuation will happen, and how the valuation will show in India, and you know according to India GAAP, and how the valuation will happen, and how the valuation will posted in US GAAP, and in uh, you know mm, in US ledger, and how the same thing will happen in German ledger, right? So company will also have a group level valuation, right? Group accounting, group you can say, you know chart of account, group valuation, group reporting, right? So if there is a demand of group reporting, then you need to report all your three business which is running in three different country, and that particular entry or particular asset posting, valuation, depreciation will come in different accounting principle, right? So that's what many changes is there in asset accounting. It was there previously also, but it was not there in detail posting. Okay. HANA database, as rightly said, HANA database, and once one Fury is there, SAP has given the app also. As for HANA has given the app also. So if you are in travel, you can do your work without stopping, your day-to-day business. Your day-to-day business will not be stopped. You can use the Fury app. The Fury app will be, installed in your laptop. You can install Fury app in your desktop or mobile phone or tab also, right? And SAP, the landscape, SAP landscape. So we'll have three landscape. Landscape is nothing but we have SAP GUI, as you said, as I said you 10 minutes ago, like we have SAP GUI, and in SAP GUI during our implementation phase we will have three landscape: development landscape, quality, and production. Development, we we will do the development, we will do, a consultant will do. As a consultant we have to do the configuration of all the modules. We have to do the configuration in development. And in quality, the whatever the configuration we have done in quality development, we have to release their functionality or configuration in quality system. This is nothing but the system. One development, it will be with you only as a consultant. You'll do all the configuration here. You will release that copy or copy of configuration through transport request. I will tell you as we you know go and develop and do the configuration, then I will tell you what is the TR. TR is short form, full form is transport request. And you will configuration will be transferred from development system to quality. And the quality, this is with the users. User will do the testing, all document posting. Okay, all the testing will happens by user here, and then he will make the confirmation that whatever the configuration, whatever the functionality you have given to me, that is correct, and I am able to you know post all the documents. Now you can make it available to the production. Now after go live will be during the phase of your SAP project. A go live date will be decided. On that particular date, all the configuration will be released from quality to production on the go live. And this is the live server, live landscape, where the live posting will take place. The business starts here and all the business runs from here. This is all the testing server. First of all we do the, this is nothing but the rough page, right? You're doing the testing, whatever the failure is happening, you again do the retest, reconfigure the things, and you yourself test here, and then if you satisfy, then you can release from here to here, and then from here to production. And each and every server or client, this is also called client server. What is client, I'll tell you. So each and every client will have further two different sub client. Two different sub client means you want to configure here, and you itself internally you will transfer here in another client and you will test yourself. This is called here whatever the testing you do, you perform, it is called you know unit testing. So you will perform the testing, that testing is called unit testing. Same functionality you are giving here and your user is testing here, and this server is called UAT testing, UAT client, UAT user acceptance test client, and this is the live client, live server, live client. All the business runs here. Anything else, Josna and landscape? This is this you are going to use SAP. This is SAP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the phase of activate methodology. So any project starts and run on some methodology, right? So methodology, like what is the methodology to you know uh, implement SAP projects, right? We are going to implement SAP in some company. Some company hired you as a SAP consultant, and he has given the responsibility that you need to start the project, and you just think a scenario that you involved in a first day of your project, and you have deputed to discuss with your you know business business client, right? So what you do, the project will start from there. They will take you through all their functionality and all their processes which they are using currently in the current legacy system. Legacy system is nothing but whatever the software, accounting software they are using, they are recording their business recently. That is called legacy system. So they will show you each and every functionality, each and every business processes in details uh, in the legacy system, and you will prepare based on that. You will prepare the document, right? You will prepare the document here, and that document is called as is document, right? And based on that that document, okay, you prepare whatever they said, the client said that okay, we are using this functionality for asset module, we are using this much of functionality in our legacy system. 50% we are recording in system, 50% functionality we are recording in Excel sheet. We don't have any functionality in the system, which in the legacy system, right? Their legacy system is not a capable to record or give the functionality of end-to-end business scenario records, business scenario, or you can say you know end-to-end integrated uh, business deliverable is not capable to do all the business in legacy. So they are recording 50% of business in Excel sheet, that is manual. So what he does, okay, the 50% is what they are recording manually is nothing but gap, right? So they did, you as a consultant you know record the gap also. Well, prepare the gap analysis, gap document, which is nothing but the consultant client will ask you, provide me this functionality, this much of functionality in SAP. Can SAP provide this much of functionality or facility which we are using in Excel sheet? So this is gap. So you discuss, okay, yes, this depreciation or depreciation run, and um, APC, acquiring assets, and scrapping of asset, transfer of asset, and many few functionality of asset. Yes, SAP can give, but few things that SAP is not able to provide. It is not the standard, but yes, of course we can give as a customize. Customize is nothing but we need to develop with the ABAPer. That ABAPer is the technical consultant of SAP, and they will, you have to sit with him, and you have to sit with the ABAPer, and you have to tell all the requirements to ABAPer, and he will develop accordingly. He will give the functionality and deliver to the client, right? So based on the document, whatever the document you have prepared, uh, you know joint, joining all together, like as is document, to be document, you prepare one final document. A final document is called BBP, business blueprint. And that business blueprint, you know your business blueprint prepared by you, your business, your client will verify, and he will validate, and if any suggestion, he will make, I will ask you to make the correction, and finally you will deliver, and you will take the sign off from client. And once you receive the sign off on that particular BBP, then you have to start developing or start configuring in realize phase, and that configuration will be happen in development server, which I have shown you here in development system. Right? So once the development is happened in configuration is happened in development server, then what you do, you deploy, right? Deploy means that you'll transfer that, in realization phase only many thing happens, right? Like you configure the things in development server, and then you'll deliver to your client, end user to test it. Okay, the many thing happens in development there, and then in the final phase, in go live, you will integrate the SAP, right? You release in the production here, in production. And in run phase, run means it's the continuation of the business, means you will going to support of that development, right? Once uh, uh, you have released your production to client, and then client requires you know support on that. If any ticket is coming, any error is coming, you have to take care. That is in first 3 or 6 months, it is called hypercare. Hypercare means you might receive many errors, many tickets. To resolve the issues, many issues will come, right? Then you have to resolve accordingly, right? So this is the any company's organization structure, right? We will on top of that, any structure means what? Organize SAP FI org structure, right? So on top of that, it will be client, right? Under that, you'll have some chart of depreciation, chart of account, and then on side credit control area. Credit control area is nothing but it is totally dependent, control the credits to the customer. You cannot give much credit to a particular customer, before making any contract with any customer. First of all, you need to make the contract that only 10 lakhs of credit I can provide. So who will control you? In any organization there is a credit control area, okay? And automatically he will be controlled, based on the sales order which is created in the system. And in S4 HANA, this credit control area, creation or one credit control area has been removed, and it is migrated in FSCM, uh, you know supply chain management. This credit control area is now the part of FSCM in S4HANA. Right? And then on, after that we will have company code. We will have different company code. So company code is nothing but a legal entity, right, of any company, right? Where in legal entity is nothing but where all the legal requirement, all the legal documents will be created company code wise, right? These slides I have completed these slides, and we'll have a quick break, and after that we will come in 5 minutes and we can wrap up in 15-20 minutes. Is it okay?
Saparna,
Yes.
it is okay, but I have a small question, and
Yeah.
not question, but a small request.
Hmm.
Uh, Sorry. I need the definition of the all that small point,
Sorry,
like as
I
is.
lost your voice. I lost your voice.
Ah, okay, okay. Now audible, and hello.
Yeah, yeah, please tell me answer.
I required that the definition of that small point, like as is documents and other like gap. What is gap? GAP, not GAAP. GAP gap, and
Yeah,
how to
so
what is the what is
correct,
the line?
correct. So you can see this document which I have prepared in prepared in advance. Okay, I have everything. I have configuration document. I have BBP ready for you all. So these all documents, all the BBP in details I have prepared. Okay, and it is ready with you. It will tell you each and every processes step by step. You can see this document is, let it come. How many pages? 197 page. Okay. So each and every functionality it will tell you in details, right? All as is and everything, all the gap, everything is there in you know BBP, right?
Then it will
Apart
for no, I
business blueprint, business blueprint, right? Blueprint project SAP futures for HANA implementation, right? So just bear with me. All the documents, whatever the related documents, definitely I'll provide, and using that document you can implement the system. Okay. Okay. So can we have a quick break and then we can, I'm just trying to